If you're trying to stay on top of your money without complicated apps or overwhelming systems, you're in the right place. Budgeting doesn't have to feel stressful or confusing. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through how to set up and use your easy budget spreadsheet, step by step. You'll learn how each tab works so you can confidently track your income, expenses, bills, savings, and debt all in one simple, flexible system. For this demo, we'll be using the light mode version of the template. You can also adjust the zoom level in Google Sheets at any time to fit your screen and make the text easier to read. Try a few settings to find what works best for you. If you haven't grabbed your template yet, you'll find the link in the description below. You can also use the chapter timestamps to jump to any section of the tutorial at any time. Alright, let's get started, beginning with the README tab. The README tab is your starting point for getting the most out of your budget template. Think of it as your quick reference guide. Here, you'll find a link to this video tutorial, access to a fresh copy of the template to create new budgets or in case you ever need a clean version, and written instructions for each tab with examples and screenshots. Anytime you're unsure what to enter or how something works, come back here as your reference. To ensure dates and times display correctly, set your locale and time zone. Go to File and click Settings. Then under the General tab, select your locale and time zone. Click Save and Reload. Once you're familiar with the template, you can hide this tab to keep your workspace clean. To hide, right-click the tab name and select Hide Sheet. You can always unhide it later by clicking the 3-bar menu, selecting README, and making it visible again if you need a refresher. You may also notice a backend tab, which is hidden by default. This tab contains the formulas that power the template. Do not delete or edit this tab, as doing so may break the logic. Now, let's move on to the Start tab, where you'll configure your template settings and preferences. The Start tab is the foundation of your budget. This is where you customize the key categories that power the entire template. Once this information is set, the Budget and Transaction Log tabs automatically pull from here. Use this tab to register and manage all your budget categories before you start tracking. For each section, you can add up to 35 subcategories. Define your income sources. List your bills and subscriptions. Set your expense categories. Identify savings goals. And track your debts. Click the plus-minus controls to show or hide rows as needed. Enter subcategory names only. No amounts are entered on this tab. Any changes made here automatically update drop-downs and calculations throughout the spreadsheet. You can return any time to add, edit, or reorganize categories. Next, let's move on to the Transaction Log tab. The Transaction Log is where you record every money movement, income, bills, expenses, savings, and debt payments. Any transaction entered here automatically flows into the Budget tab, keeping your totals and summaries up to date. You can log up to 3,000 entries. We recommend to log transactions as they happen, or schedule them ahead of time for any recurring or planned spending. Enter a date or double-click the cell to open the pop-up calendar. Select a category. Choose a subcategory. The options pull directly from the Start tab. Enter the amount. You can change the default currency anytime in the Budget tab, and it will automatically update here. Optionally add a note. And that's it. Everything updates automatically. Next, let's move on to the Budget tab to see how your transactions come together. The Budget tab is your control center. It shows what you planned versus what actually happened all in one place. It automatically updates based on your setup, transaction entries, and the selected date range. Choose the start date and end date for the period you want to track. You can budget monthly, quarterly, weekly, bi-weekly, by paycheck, or set any custom date range that fits how you manage your money. By default, the sheet is set in US dollar, but you can change the currency as needed. All calculations instantly adjust to match your selected period. If you have money left over from a previous budget, enter it under rollover in the budget column of the cash flow summary. For example, if you ended the last period with $250 left, enter $250 as your rollover. This amount increases the total money available to spend for the new period. If you're starting fresh with no additional money to carry over, simply leave it as zero. For each section, income, bills, expenses, savings, and debts, subcategories automatically populate. Enter the amount you expect to earn or spend by subcategory and for the selected period. Actual amounts reflect transactions logged in the transaction log, allowing you to compare planned versus real spending. Bills, savings, and debts are typically planned amounts and include checkbox options. Checking a box confirms the transaction happened, keeps totals accurate, and helps you instantly see what's still outstanding for the period. Everything else updates automatically, no extra steps needed. You can also view a summary of your income, bills, expenses, savings, and debt at a glance, see how your money is allocated by category, and track how much you have left to spend as you budget. Use the plus button to expand the category tables or hide it as needed. Once you finish this budget, you'll need a new budget. There are 3 options. You can reuse the same tab. Simply update the start and end date, and change your rollover and budget amounts. This works for you if you do not want to keep the previous period budgets. You can also make a copy of the original spreadsheet. From the top menu, go to File, Make a Copy. Or from the README tab, clicking to open a brand new template. Finally, you can duplicate the Budget tab for any new period. Right-click the Budget tab. Select Duplicate and rename each tab, for example, March 2026, or March 1st to 15th paycheck, etc. And that's it. The Easy Budget is your simple, no-stress system to track your income, expenses, bills, and savings all in one clean, easy-to-use spreadsheet. You're now ready to understand exactly where your money is going, make confident decisions, and feel more in control of your finances without overwhelm. If you want to revisit any section, use the YouTube chapters below or open the README tab inside your spreadsheet for a quick refresher. And when you're ready for the next level, as your finances grow and you want deeper insights and more advanced tracking, you can check out the Ultimate Budget Template, a powerful all-in-one system designed to track everything from income and expenses to savings, debt, net worth, and long-term financial goals, all in one automated workspace. We hope the Easy Budget helps you feel clearer, calmer, and more confident with your money. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We're always happy to help. And if you haven't grabbed your copy yet, click the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and here's to stress-free budgeting and smarter money habits.